I love bees.
Hi guys, this is John from Look Adventures. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing part 2 of the Stingless Mariola bee project. We're very fortunate to be helped in this project by Don Rafael Mendez, who is going to assist us with moving the bees from an older style box into one of our new style, which will go into the new bee house. So the first job that needs to be done is to open the hive, which the bees have sealed. They seal it with a mixture of saliva and natural resins that they pick up in the jungle, and this stops some midges and mites and things trying to get into the hive to get at the honey. So that's the first job, and you can see as he opens the hive, you can see two compartments. The smaller is the brood chamber, where the bees have all the young and the queen lives, and the second larger chamber is where the honey and pollen is stored. So you can see that he carefully removes the brood chamber from the old box, placing it into the new brood chamber of the new style. He's also putting in some honey pots and some of the resin. He wouldn't at this stage, we were told, put any of the honey pots in if they were not sealed, as this would attract predators to come and try and get that honey. So you can see that the honey pots that he puts in the brood chamber is very carefully is actually sealed, and you can see that any that he wants to put in, he actually seals with some of the propolis or pollen, and just to seal it to make sure that it doesn't attract unwelcome visitors. So having removed the brood chamber from the old box, placing it in the new style box together with some honey and pollen, he shows us what the pollen looks like, and we taste it, and it's a very strange taste, but really the move now has taken place from the old style box into the new one, and the moving of the bees hive itself has now taken place, and we now will be moving on to the removal and harvesting of the actual honey.
I love bees, buzz busy bees, good for you and me.
So one thing I didn't mention was, because this has been quite a big move, a move from one hive to another, what Don Rafael will do will actually to seal the new hive for the bees. So he will tape the joints, as that will take him a little while, and as this has been quite a big move to a new hive, he wants to do it like that. So that's absolutely fine. So the new hive will be sealed and then put back on the plinth. So before removing the honey pots from the old hive, what Don Rafael does, he's made himself a little device that he can suck any spray bees up from, as every bee matters. So he basically sucks them up into the drinks container and then puts them back in the hive, as you can see. He's a great believer in every bee that we can say we obviously do. There are some casualties, but the vast majority do go back into the hive.
I love bees, buzz busy bees, good for you and me. trees. Oh, I love bees. When the bees come out to
So at this stage you can see Don Raphael removing the honey pots from the larger portion of the old hive. This honey has to be passed through a fine muslin or something similar. In this particular instance we're using a pair of tights, clean tights I would add. Taking out any little bits and pieces. You can see that after a while, having got the honey into the muslin, Don Raphael then chooses to cut it rather than squeeze it. He could squeeze it, but told us that no, there very likely are bees inside. He doesn't really want to do that. He wants to give them the best possible chance. So he doesn't squeeze it, he cuts it, and you can see all the delicious Mariola stingless bee honey going through the muslin, or in this case tights, through into the container below. So I just thought I'd show you the newly placed hive. The bees seem very happy and not too disturbed by the transfer to the new hive. You can see that the bee house has now got 9 hives on it. We have retaped all the hives and put some new planting around it. And then we decant the honey, which is the great bit. This honey has a taste unlike anything I've ever tasted before, and is actually known as Little Angel honey. So I hope you enjoyed the film. Please like and subscribe if you did. We will be doing others on the project as we go along. Thanks for watching.